Okay. Hi, I'm Justin,
Hi, I'm Erin.
Hi, I'm Fiona.
and we're going to be discussing about how the First Amendment relates to democracy.
So, the First Amendment of the Constitution prevents the government from making laws which regulate an establishment of religion or that would prohibit the free exercise of religion or abridge the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, or the right to petition. It was adopted on December 15, 1971, as part of the Bill of Rights.
So, freedom of religion. So, the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution says that everyone in the United States has the right to practice his or her own religion or no religion at all. The Establishment Clause of the First Amendment prohibits the government from encouraging or promoting establishing religion in any way. That's why we don't have an official religion of the United States. The free exercise clause of the First Amendment gives you the right to worship or not as you choose. The government can't penalize you because of your religious beliefs. So drawing the connection. So democracy is all about freedom of choice. Just like how we all should have the freedom to choose what books we read, how we spend our money, and what clothes to wear, we have the choice to practice any kind of religion or not. It is in no one's jurisdiction to decide what religion we decide to practice.
So, freedom of speech. So basically, freedom of speech allows for the right for a person to express himself without having to worry about government interference. That's basically the most basic component of the freedom of expression. So it kind of goes back to expressing your opinion without government censorship, and it can be extended to speeches, art, media, clothing that was established in the court case Tinker versus Des Moines, which was in 1969. I don't know if I should go into that. You can look it up. So it's an integral part of democracy because it allows for individuality. It prevents government censorship, prevents tyranny. And I have a quote here by George Washington. And it says, "If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led like sheep to the slaughterhouse." It also ensures that people are able to discuss, exchange, and debate ideas without government censorship.
Freedom of the press is the right to report news or circulate opinion in print without censorship from the government. In 2017, a US-based nonprofit called the Freedom House found that just 13% of the world's population enjoys a free press, a media environment where political news coverage is robust and uncensored, and the safety of journalists is guaranteed. The US ranked 37th out of 199 countries and territories for press freedom in 2017. This next quote, "The press was to serve the governed, not the governors," was by Hugo Black in 1971, the year the First Amendment was adopted. And it goes to show how it allows for an informed, engaged public. It holds the government accountable to its actions. It allows us to actively participate in a democracy. Freedom of the press is critical to a democracy in which the government is accountable to the people. A free media functions as a watchdog that can investigate and report on government wrongdoing. It is also a vibrant marketplace of ideas, a vehicle for ordinary citizens to express themselves and gain exposure to a wide range of information and opinions. This quote was by the ACLU, or the American Civil Liberties Union.
So freedom of assembly is the right to hold public meeting and form associations without interference from the government. Included in that is the right to peaceful assembly, which states that the government cannot prohibit a public assembly, for example, a protest. I put pictures of like a bunch of different ones, some of them recent times versus older ones. Anyways, so why is it important to a democracy? It allows for people to express their views to leaders and to other members of society, allows for and promotes diversity of views and beliefs, and it's a good tool for achieving change in society.
Freedom to petition. So a petition is a written form that is given to a judicial court or government officials that includes the names of individuals who demand that action is taken against a certain issue. So the right to petition is one of the fundamental freedoms of all Americans and is documented in the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. A more simple definition of the right to petition is the right to present requests to the government without punishment or reprisal. In a democracy, the people serve as the engine that keeps the government system functioning. When the people are not satisfied with how our government is operating, then it is our right and obligation to vent off our grievances without fear of facing repercussions. It is imperative that the people realize that the government officials in office work for us. Petitioning is a civic duty. Exercising this right shows that the people upholds democracy. Okay, and that concludes our presentation. Thank you for watching.